Hi everybody, welcome to another 10-minute daily update. My name is Tokyo. Yeah, the market's gone crazy down, left, right, up, down. Everybody's gonna get destroyed. Everybody needs to find a job.
Tokyo, that's not really nice to say to the market, is it, huh? Okay, say hi to everybody, and then you got to get off of the stream, okay? Say hi to everyone, Tokyo. Come on. This is Tokyo. She's the #1 crypto investor and day trader in the market. She's an 8-month-old toy poodle. Okay, say bye to everyone. Bye.
Bye everybody, bye, bye.
Okay, get out of here. Okay, boys, let's start this. Today is no hair day, so you guys get to deal with me with no hair. Okay, so this is not another good update. This is actually a horrible update. So let's get right into it. The first thing that you guys should always do when you live stream is make sure you go to your browser. First of all, you type in PORN to make sure that you deleted your browsing history before you live streamed. Just kidding. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. Man, this is not a good live stream. Because, okay, first of all, I have some bad news, which is my portfolio is dying. It's officially lost $2 million now. I started with like about 1.9, but still, it got up to a peak of around 6.7, 6.8 million. And then now it's down to literally the all-time low since Bitcoin reached the all-time high. So since the high of March the 14th, around $73,000, my portfolio has now dropped a whopping $2 million. Am I worried? Not really. But the truth is, I'm a human being, and it's going to stress me out a little bit. You know, nobody likes to see their portfolio drop. So short-term volatility, it's very important to have an emotional level of stability where you can understand the long-term goal and the long-term targets. So unless you understand what Bitcoin could achieve longer term and also what the altcoin market is likely to do, that is the only way for you to emotionally handle that short-term volatility. Otherwise, you're just going to do some dumb shit. You're going to end up, for example, selling things in your portfolio at the bottom. And you don't want to do that. And there's so much risk. Everyone's asking me, like, why am I not selling anything in my portfolio? Well, it's mainly, well, I could, right? People could have. In hindsight, you could have sold at the top easily. And people they make a very rational argument. Why don't I sell something if I believe that it's going to go down? Because the simple argument is this: I have an investment strategy, and my investment strategy is to first of all have diamond gigantic motherfucking balls. So I take care of myself in every way, physically and mentally. This way I can withstand this type of volatility and be extra disciplined. If you are strongly disciplined and you stick to your strategy, you're more likely to be successful long term. So the main reason I don't sell is because I'm uncertain of the market dropping further. Despite me believing 60 to 80% chance that the market will drop, you have to remember as well that selling has a gigantic inherent risk as of fucking yourself over as well. Because what if the drop doesn't come? What if it just never comes and then you end up buying back at a stupid price? So every time you buy back at a higher price, it's ridiculous. Like, if people don't understand the math, like if you, let's say you're at a coin, like it's at a resistance of $10, okay? And then you sell at $10 because you believe, like, I'm just gonna give you guys an example right here, okay? You got to really understand this math, okay? So let's just say that you are at a $10 resistance right here, okay? $10 resistance, and you expect it to drop further down to even $9, but it doesn't drop down to $9. Well, let's just say that it went up to $20, okay? From $10 to $20 is obviously a 100% gain. But now let's just say, actually let's go to $30, okay? To $30, it's a 30% or 200% gain. So you basically turn $10 to $30. Now, let's just say that the market didn't drop and you ended up buying back at $12 instead, okay? So you got to think about the math for how much gains that is. Even though you're buying back 20% higher, look at what your profit is now going to be. So from $12 to $30, your profit is actually only 150%. Instead of at $10, it was 200%. So you buy back 20% at a higher price, but you're not losing just 20%. You're losing fucking 50%, which is a big number. And people don't understand that math behind it because they think, oh, it's only 20% I'm losing out on. No, it's not. It's 50% if you buy back 20% at a higher price. So if this dip never happens, you're going to fuck yourself over by getting in at a worse price. So yeah, I'm confident it's going to drop, but I'm not confident enough to risk my portfolio re-entering at a higher price. Now, another investment strategy would be to take some of your portfolio. Let's just say you have like $10,000, for example, okay? The best option that you can take if you'd like, this way it's the best of both worlds where you're not risking your entire portfolio. You can only risk some of it. So of that $10,000, you might allocate a certain percentage, such as maybe 20% or even 10% or 15%, whatever you're comfortable with. This 20%, you're allowed to play with it. You're allowed to perhaps try to time a top and sell a little bit of it, and then you can buy back on a dip. Because if you only sell 20% of your portfolio and you're buying back even at a higher price, if you fuck up, it doesn't really matter because, well, it does matter, but at least you got that opportunity and you took a little bit of risk to sell a little bit to try to get in at a better price. So it averages it out better. So it's never wise to like liquidate your entire portfolio. You would be a fucking idiot if you did that, even if you believed it was going to drop, because that little risk, man, like you've seen every bull market where you think it's a top and then you're selling your portfolio or your altcoins, and then these altcoins don't even correct. They correct like 10-20% maximum, and then they just end up going parabolic in the next few weeks, like AXS last year, like Phil, like Bell, like Solana, like Algorand, like HBAR, like Cardano. Everything went to the moon last year. And another very important thing to remember is that right now, guys, we are so much more closer to a bottom than obviously we are at a top. So when you look at some coins, like for example Tau, okay, you'd be smoking crack if you were actually going to sell anything in Tau right now. Let's go to Tau on KuCoin. It's better. It has more history. Actually, no, it doesn't. What the hell? Tau USD. What has the most history? I can't remember. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. If you take a look at Tau's history, what you can see. Do you guys see that behind me? Do you guys see that? Isn't that so distracting? She's getting mad at me for not buying more Dogecoin. So you take a look at Tau, and it's really dropped like 65%. You take a look at a coin like Solana, and it's dropped a pretty significant amount as well, like total. It's dropped 46%. You take a look at a coin like Polkadot, which is one of my favorite layer ones, it's dropped like 50%. So do you really want to sell when we're basically, how many months now? May, June. 2 months after the halving has occurred already. After every halving period, I need to remind everybody to give you some hope and to make you understand that after every halving, some shit goes down. Sometimes after a halving, you're going to see black swan events like this in 2016, where after the halving, we drop another 28%. But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter, because if you zoom out on the bigger picture, you make some massive all-time highs. So your success, it's going to hinge on the fact that you can get over this short-term volatility. But if you can't get over it and you can't withstand it, you're going to get destroyed because you're going to make the wrong decision of panic. And the number one thing that people make bad decisions from is when they're emotionally compromised, and then they forget about the long-term picture, and then their fear kicks in of the market potentially being more catastrophic, and it drops to the downside. And I'm telling you guys this from somebody who has a lot of experience. I've been in the market since 2014. In 2017, I could have done way better, but I used those experiences and lessons to really do well in the 2021 bull market. And then this one, I'm even more wise because I know not to sell, because I understand that after halving, shit goes down. Look at the 2020 halving in May. Even though we had some short-term volatility, it wasn't much. It was very short, the accumulation period, but it still led to some major all-time highs. And the most significant factor to consider is that every time after the Bitcoin halving event, you need to buy. Like, I'm not giving this financial advice, but I'm telling you from the perspective of how the moving averages work. Between the 50 moving average and the 200 moving average is your best time to buy. So one of two things is going to happen. We're either going to lead into a bull market because 2012, 2016, 2020, they all led into some massive ROIs after the halving. So why would 2024, 2025 be different? It wouldn't be, in my opinion, unless something drastically changes and the world starts to burn and everything is going to absolute craps. Have we had close calls to recessions before? Yeah. Have we had like elections where it heavily impacted crypto before? Yeah. Has there been geopolitical conflicts around the world and wars before? Yeah, absolutely. Has interest rates risen this much before? Yeah, they have. Have there been black swan events like COVID? Yeah. And still, even after things like that happen, look what happened. We still end up recovering over time. So everything fundamental is being factored into the charts, including that $1 billion spot ETF buy from all the institutions. And you also have to understand that BlackRock, Vanguard, and what's the other one? The big three. I forgot what they are. But they control like 70, 80% of the assets in the world. If companies like them are heavily diversifying into crypto and pitching it to their clients as well, you can bet that they're not going to let crypto fail. Big banks are too determined to invest in crypto to let them fail. Not only that, there's mainstream adoption. Every country is starting to regulate crypto as well. And these bans that people complain about, like, why don't I have Binance or KuCoin in my country? Even though you don't have it in your country right now, this is a good sign that countries are acknowledging crypto. And the more regulation that comes into play, the more widely adopted it's going to be as well. This is not like in 2015, guys. Do you guys know how I had to cash out and buy Bitcoin back then in 2015? I had to get fucking cash, okay? And I had to go to a machine, and then I had to deposit cash into the machine that charged me 9%. And then I had to wait. I had to wait like 3 hours for it to send it to my Binance account. And then when I wanted to take out cash in 2016, there were no like deposits to your bank back then. I had to literally go to the Bitcoin machine and then get the QR code. I had to scan the QR code and then deposit into the account. That's how crazy it was back then. But also, there were no like such thing as ID back then. You didn't need ID for anything. But now everything is requiring ID. Everything is regulated, and this is a good good thing that's happening. So don't be too scared. Right now, the same shit happened, guys. Where 50 EMA, like even before the Bitcoin halving event, buying between the 50 EMA or even below the 200 EMA, it's always proved to be a very good thing that's happened over here and over here. Oh, sorry, you guys don't see that. I meant to say over here, over here, over here, over here. So one thing I want to show you guys is something called 3 black crows, okay? Don't get too excited, guys. I'm not talking about 3 black dicks. I'm talking about 3 red crows. This is a crypto pattern, which is very common, okay? Whenever you see patterns like that, like here's the opposite, okay? 3 white soldiers. So what a 3 white soldier is, it's basically a combination of 3 very bullish green bars. And sometimes there could just be one spike up afterwards. Sometimes there's a consolidation that goes upwards like that. And then it just rallies. So here's an example of 3 black crows, okay? You see it occur, 3 red candles, and then usually the 4th one is a gigantic ass one that happens. Or sometimes this one, there's 3 and then a drop, a small consolidation, and then a huge drop after. Or even this one, right? 3 red candles, and then a consolidation, and then a drop after. What do you guys see right here? You cannot Like, I need to strongly emphasize to people that you can't be naive in the market. You can't be one of those fanboys or FOMO boys or moon boys that simply cannot handle any bad news, because I understand that you're invested in crypto. I understand that you have money in the portfolio and you also want to have the bull market here right now on your terms, on your conditions. And you also want to day trade in a bullish market where you can make money. But unfortunately, shit doesn't work like that. Not everybody is going to get a fucking Down syndrome, Special Olympics, being autistic, 9th place prize, okay? You need to handle the fucking fact that life doesn't revolve around wearing a fucking helmet everywhere you go. And there's going to be danger every time, okay? So you gotta accept the fact that sometimes crypto is just not gonna go your way. I mean, are you really gonna cry and bitch about the fact that crypto right now has literally made how much of a rally? Like 400% rally. Okay, some coins like Solana have done like 15x already from $8. More than that. It's gone from $8 to 200 almost, right? It's fucking like 200, like 23x. It's done. Every coin has had some massive rallies already. It's ridiculous how much the market has gone up. Every time we move like this, the market's got to take some time to recover. People have dried up the liquidity so much over the past year and a half that the liquidity, some people need to sell, guys. People need to take profits. That's just how the market is. So what you're seeing right now are 3 black crows on the past 4-day candles. Now that's not shit you want to fuck around with. This is something that's serious, guys. This is something that's saying to the market that we're so 1, 2, 3, 12 days in a row, which is 3-4-day candles. This is not something you just want to be moon boy about, and just because you're angry that the market's not going up, and you read like my tweets, which are super sarcastic, by the way, and they're mainly targeted towards people like that are very new to the market. I want to make people fucking cry in the market because so many people just follow these retarded, stupid, degenerate, influencers like me. But the truth is, I just provide one perspective, and the people that are the most ultimately successful are the ones who's gonna listen to that motherfucker, this motherfucker, that motherfucker over there, that motherfucker over there, listen to 10 different YouTube videos, read 10 different sources, and then you make up your own mind. If you ever walk into a room and there's a vote, okay, and there's 10 people that's voting on something very different, okay, and they all agree and have the same perspective, and there's no disagreement, so 10 people are all unanimous. It is your job, okay, 9 people are unanimous. It's your job as a 10th person to disagree with it and cause controversy, because you must be able to think outside of the box and think about a different opinion and also offer something that's different from them. It's impossible to be a robot and just follow what everybody is saying. So even though I'm panicking people in the market on purpose, it's honestly just for fun, because anybody that's been following me long enough knows that I've got a weird sense of humor, and also it's very fun to see people cry because they can't handle the fucking truth of the market dropping. But the thing about the market dropping is you have a decision to make, right? It forces you into like a fight or flight kind of mentality. If you want to flight, you will sell everything, and then you're going to get out and try to buy lower. But you also have to understand the risk behind that, like I mentioned earlier. If you want to fight, then you're going to stick to your long-term investment strategy that you formulated. And without these strategies that are in play, you're not going to be successful. Not only that, every time the market drops, it forces you to make a decision. How do you want to approach the market? It forces you to react in a way emotionally that's going to try to minimize the damage and mitigate the risks associated with holding, right? So every time there's a drop, it's actually an opportunity in some ways, an opportunity for you to refine and re-edit and optimize and fine-tune and also solidify your strategy as well. So my strategy is very solid because I know what I'm going to do. I luckily, just thank God, guys. I am so grateful, okay, to whichever God you believe in, okay? I am so thankful to God or whatever creator that I am wise enough to actually have a little bit of cash left to buy in case there are dips, because I didn't buy everything at once. And because of this, it makes me hopeful that if there is a dip and a large drop comes to the downside, At least I'm going to be safeguarded. And all of this can only happen if I have a strategy in place and if long term my bias stays true to being bullish, which it is. So I'm gonna show you guys something. And by the way, this is disaster right now. Okay, how everything is trending. You can just see one thing. Okay, one of my favorite indicators is the 50 moving average, exponential moving average on the 4-day chart, 4-day EMA, and also the 4-day chandelier exit. What do you guys see? You literally see it sword fighting with each other right now, like two penises fighting against each other, waiting to cross paths. You see it right here, that they're both actually gearing towards $57,000. It's like around there, 58,000 maybe. That's where it's heading. If you take a look at the 4-day chandelier, it is so solid, man. Hit there one time, hit there another time. Do people magically believe that because it hit there twice already, it's just gonna like not hit it and then it's just gonna magically bounce again? Like, are people that retarded and naive to not even understand that there's a possibility? Of course there's a possibility. It just fucking happened right there. Literally. And if you go back in time, the same shit happened again, where it's happened many times. So you can't just turn off your mind because you're fucking scared that something bad and it goes against your way is going to happen. Look at in 2021 how many times it actually ended up hitting the chandelier exit and the 50 EMA. Holy fuck. Look at this. Look at right here how many times it just hits it and it just grinds it and then it rallies after. So you can't be in denial, guys. Like, you got to be realistic if you want to make some serious fucking money in crypto. Like here, it broke it many times. In 2017, it broke it many times. Look at this. The chandelier turned red, turned red, turned red. Basically, every time it gets to the chandelier exit and it turns red or dips below it, you fucking buy. So anybody that thinks that it's not possible that we're going to drop or we're just going to go to 72K and break above it, you're ignoring two powerful indicators. You're ignoring basically like 5 rejections at 72K already. You're also ignoring the 3 black crows. And also, if you take a look, guys, on the excuse me, the fucking shit. Fuck my dick. What am I trying to say? If you take a look at the RSI, okay, the RSI just got some crazy ass lows, right? That's not a good thing. Look at it, got a much lower high, I mean, on the RSI. Also, MACD is trending down hard, right? The MACD is literally negative now, and people are like, "Yup, we're just gonna fucking bounce out of nowhere." It's like you're a broke motherfucker. You're ugly. You're fat. You have no sense of humor, and you're super. Don't even ask me how you got this hot girlfriend, okay? But then this super hot girl just fucking broke up with you because she went to go date a guy that's like good looking with a personality, who's fit, he's got a lot of money. And then you're just sitting in the corner crying and saying to yourself, fuck, she's gonna come back to me one day. She's gonna come back to me for sure. But then you're like ignoring all the signs that you're fucking broke, you're fat, you have nothing going on for you in your life, you're depressing, you have no confidence. You know, like, why is she gonna come back to you? Just because you want her to? It's probably not gonna happen, bro. She's moved on to bigger and better things. Look at the fucking big picture, okay? She's fucking you over just by showing you the RSI and the MACD on every time frame and every indicator. Don't worry though, guys. She's gonna come back to me. I promise you tomorrow, guys. She's gonna come back to me. And when she comes back to me, $72,000 is gonna fucking be hit anytime now. Yeah, bull market 2025, bro. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, guys. Okay, another thing you look at is the 2-day chart. The 2-day chart MACD is fucking getting ass. I don't want to say that word on screen, but it's getting ass. You know what? The thing that gay people do. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but it's fine. If you want to do that, go ahead. RSI is getting destroyed. Okay, MACD is so bearish right now on the 2-day. Also, the 4-day. Okay, this is the part right here. This is the part where Okay, this is the part where like everything was going good in the relationship. Okay, right here, see right there, everything is going good in the relationship up to this point right there where that arrow is. Do you guys see that? So it's like, oh yeah, like we're talking about the same guy, by the way, the same fat guy who's broke, who like is a loser, who like has no confidence, who like has nothing going for him in the world. But for some reason, he's got this super hot girl in his life, right? And then things are really looking up. They're looking so good, right? He's like, oh yeah, I think here's where they started dating. Okay, this is a perfect analogy. Just hear me out. Here's where they started dating, right there, right? He's taking her out to dinner and stuff. And here, as they get further, she moves in with him, and things are just going so good. And I don't know where he gets his money from or how he got her. Just come along with me, okay? She moved in, right? And here it's going so well. He thinks that things are gonna go great. Here it's going perfect, right? And here, this one right here, this yellow one right here, he's like, yep, I'm gonna fucking marry her. She's the one that I'm gonna marry. Okay, right here, this motherfucker right there. This candle right here is the one I'm gonna fucking marry. Okay, but instead of marrying him, what happens is she does a fucking complete 360 degrees. She starts fucking this other dude who has a lot of money, who has a lot of muscle, who's wealthy, who's funny, and she fucking just flips around and everything is going south. Okay, and the market starts dropping. It's just going down right now hard. And then right here, okay, this dude is like right here, this dude is like, yeah, she's gonna come back to me still. She's gonna come back to me still. No, she's fucking him in his Ferrari or Lamborghini right now, driving off into some fucking Miami, Malibu, California sunset. Okay, that's what's fucking happening. She's not fucking coming back to you anytime soon. Okay, do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? This is real life shit right here. Okay, she's not coming back. So fucking get over it. If you think for a moment that Bitcoin is going to magically reverse just because you fucking want it to. Shit doesn't work like that in crypto. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I have to calm down. Because this is a story about my life. She never came back to me. I wish she came back. I'm still waiting. I'm still holding Litecoin and Omizigo and XRP from fucking 2017. I've lost 90% value now, and it's gonna come back one day. I just gotta keep fucking holding on to that hope, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to these shit coins like XLM and XRP and Omizigo and IOTA and EOS from 2017. 8 years later, it's gonna come back, guys. Next bull market. Fuck, man. Okay, I'm done. Do you guys get my do you get my analogy? You just fucking can't stop ignoring the signs, bro. You can't fucking ignore the signs. So like everything is going down. Everything. Okay, like look at the fucking weekly chart. Look at this weekly chart, okay? The weekly chart right here, okay? So like this is crazy. This is where you thought you were gonna get married, remember? That right there, you thought you were gonna get married right there. Here's where she left you. Here's where you think she's gonna come back. But did you notice right here that instead of coming back to you, this girl, it got bigger. It moved down even further. So she found probably 2 dudes now. She's fucking 2 dudes that are both good looking and rich and fucking handsome and smarter than you. So she's not even coming close. She fucking doubled down. She showed you even more that she's not gonna come back with this gigantic fucking candle right here in histogram. So this is literally how the market is trending right now, okay? Okay, so everything is pointing down. So, and another thing that people make fun of me of, okay, this is the last thing I'm gonna show you guys. It's called a total 3 market cap. So I drew it like this. Just take a look. So I'm gonna first of all show you guys something called a trend line. Okay, trend lines are very important because they are psychologically based, first of all, for those that don't know, okay? They oscillate around the market based off of a psychological level, right? So people can easily buy at particular price points. So you can see Sol, for example, right? Every time it hits this trend line, it bounces to the upside. So a psychological level would be to long it every time you get closer there. But eventually, what happens is it breaks. And then you can see that psychologically, everybody sees that this trend line breaks, which shows that the trend line's not strong anymore. So that's just a definition of higher lows. And then you also take a look at a coin like Polkadot, where maybe it's a psychological support level that's horizontal this time instead, right? And then you take a look at a coin like Matic, okay? So Matic is the one that's like in pain right now. This is a trend line. Do you guys see this pattern? It's literally been holding for a while now. And now we're getting very close to breaking it. See this Matic trend line pattern right here? Or we might have broken it already. So that's an example. So another example would be even crypto market cap as well, okay? So the total crypto 3 market cap is the market cap of all of crypto except for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, people might disagree with me if they're stupid and they don't understand how to draw a trend line or the psychological reasons why people draw a trend line, but that's okay, right? Not everyone has the same IQ as me, which is probably under 70, my IQ. Me so smart, FMRT. My favorite detergent is Down syndrome, Downy. So you take a look here. This is a fucking good trend line. This is a really, really good trend line to draw. It hits basically almost every single point in every way. Okay, like here twice, 1, 2 there as well. If you look at a lower time frame, I apologize if I'm offending anybody, by the way, okay? I'm so sorry if I'm offending anybody. I will just give me your address. After this video, give me your address. I will send you a fucking helmet and a 12th place prize. And an extra small condom too. So, yeah. So you can see it hits perfect. It's great. And then it fucking breaks down. Not only does it break out of it, it tries to get back into it. Okay? It tries to get back into it like that dude who's trying to get back into the relationship, but then he just fails. And then instead of getting her back, she's like, fuck this, I'm just going to keep continuing the other way. So do you guys see that? The crypto market cap tries to get back up there for the altcoins, and then it fails. And that's why you see everything in the market just dropping to the downside right now. Okay? Do you see any coins that are green today? Except for Unfi? You see every coin that's literally in the red today. It is because of the total 3 crypto market cap dropping to the downside. That's exactly why it's fucking happening. So everybody on Twitter that's like, you don't know how to draw a trend line. I'm like, okay, draw the trend line however you want. Believe that the total 3 market cap is going to go back up all you want to, okay? Please, whatever makes you feel better and sleep better at night. So basically the market is on fire. Everything is still bearish. Please prove me otherwise wrong. I would love to be proven wrong, okay? But usually my 4 favorite words are not like from my wife. My favorite words from her is not Phil, I love you. It's Phil, you were right. Actually 5 words. Phil, you were right again. Actually 6 words. Phil, you were right again. So that's what I love to hear. And I've been in the game for 9 years, man. I've seen a lot of markets. Hopium is not a strategy. Wishing things went your way, it's not a fucking strategy either. Be motherfucking realistic with how the market is trending and open your fucking eyes so you can formulate a strategy instead of just sitting there arguing with people saying the market's going to go up. The market's going to go down. It might retrace a little bit upwards, but it's likely to go down. How many times did we try to break back into 66K and everyone's like, yep, we're going back up. Like it goes back up above 66K one time and people are like, oh yeah, we're going to the moon, guys. $79 billion market cap, trillion, gazillion, million, $trillion Bitcoin coming right up on a silver platter. It's like, and then it goes back down. They're like, oh shit, it went right back down below 66K. It's like, calm your shit down. So last thing we're going to take a look at is the advanced volatility scanner, which tells you how the market is trending. So I just want to say that this market indicator of mine, it scans for anything that moves 5% in 1 hour, 10% in 2 hours, 15% 4 hours, 20% in 48 hours. And look how bullish the market is, guys. Every time this indicator of mine, any coin meets this criteria, it's going to highlight green, okay? It's going to highlight green and you'll be able to see it immediately because it's highlighted green. So check out how bullish the market is, guys. How many coins do you see that's highlighted green? You see literally 0 fucking coins on Binance. That's highlighted green. Not a single coin is green. So how could anybody even say that the market is bullish in any way if this indicator cannot spot one single coin on Binance that is actually green? Here's yesterday, by the way. Yesterday was even worse, was almost as bad. Yesterday had 2 coins green, ARK and LDO. That's it. Just 2 coins that are green. High, let's take a look at a high today. High. I'm fucking high right now. I took a lot of pre-workout. High is doing shit. High literally dropped 7.48%. You can see here in the past 48 hours. Every coin is bad. Horrible. They're slowly bleeding to death. This indicator of mine is by far the #1 market indicator to tell you how the market is going. If it's a very good day, this whole chart will be highlighted green like absolutely crazy. It's gonna light up like a fucking Christmas tree, and it's gonna tell you exactly what coins to trade. But if there's nothing that's lit up green, then there's just nothing to trade, unfortunately. And also, like, it's gonna tell you, like, if it's red, right? You see how much red there is? Just eyeball it. Just look at it. Do you see more red or do you see more green? You see more red. So you get a general vibe of the market immediately. The best thing about this indicator is in a bull market, as soon as a coin starts moving, it highlights green immediately, so you never miss a volatile day again. This is the only indicator on the market that does anything like this. Nobody actually thought of it because I don't think a lot of people tried to solve the problem of having more than 40 parses on TradingView per indicator. But I found the solution around that because I'm Philakone Crypto. If you guys want access to this indicator, take a look at the link below. It's only $150. And I have to charge for it because it cost me over $30,000 to make this indicator, and also over 3 months of fucking headaches. So until I break even, I gotta charge $150 for it. I'm far from broken even. But this indicator will change your life. And if you buy it, I will also throw in something else. Maybe I'll get you access to my Discord group. Maybe I'll get you access to my courses for investing or for day trading. Maybe I'll get you access to one night in Thailand with Philakone, baby. You like Lady Boy? I give you one night with me. So that's it, guys. I'm going to end this stream right now. Make sure you guys keep up the hopium. If I can give you some words of hope, keep up the hopium. It's gonna get you to the moon. Okay, never sell anything till 2055. Hold on forever. Make sure you sell at the bottom. That's the best time to sell. And make sure you also buy at the top. That's the best time to buy as well. And other than that, guys, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching me. The pre-workout's kicking in. Can you guys tell I did a little bit too much pre-workout today? And by the way, guys, everybody, make sure you guys are healthy. I'm now down 40 pounds, 18 kilograms. Motherfucker! Let's go. So, and also buy my indicator.